Okay, so today's video is something a little bit different. It's very sporty. You might have guessed what it is already. There's a little giveaway there. It's a Jaguar XKR. Over the past few weeks, I've had a lot of people contact me asking me to do videos on their cars, and I'm massively grateful for it. I really appreciate it. It's a huge privilege. I can't believe people are seeing me as a good way to do videos, and I really appreciate it. And my friend Aaron Brinkley, he called me last night. He said, Calvin, you need to be doing a video on my dad's car. He's got the day off tomorrow. Just pop round there, grab the keys, and he'll let you take it out. So I've just been round there, and Rod, thank you, Rod. I really appreciate it, mate. As I left, I jumped in the car. He said to me, Cal, there's loads of petrol in it. Take as long as you want. And the first thing I have to say is the inside of this car is stunning. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got so much going for it. I've just flicked a switch there. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. It's a steering wheel switch. I pressed that button, and it's touchscreen as well. And it's got a heated steering wheel. What a nice little extra that is. It's got heated seats. It's got air conditioned seats. It's got this lovely R badge on, it's not carbon, but it's like a satin looking background. So all the dash inserts, they're all really nice. These seat adjustments, so it's got electric seats, and they look like something out of an aircraft. They're just, so much detail's gone into making that little control panel. I have recently had a Jaguar XFR. That car was absolutely phenomenal. So that was also, this is a 5 litre supercharged. That was also a 5 litre supercharged. And this engine, this particular engine is absolutely phenomenal. So I'll stick it in sports mode, put it in dynamic mode. I just heard the exhaust pop a little bit there. It's such a naughty car. Stability control is off. You turn that off. And there's second gear, so the back end is lively as anything. Did you hear that gear change? Oh my god. Now it's been about 6 months since I drove the Jaguar XFR. And I mean, I hadn't forgotten how brilliant that car was, but it must be slightly out of my mind. The back end's a nightmare on this car. Traction control did kick in there. I don't know why that is, but it's lively as anything. I'm just hanging on to the steering wheel. Oh god. So it's 510 brake horsepower, and that gearbox is just so responsive. It's such a shame I love a bit of a damp road, but this car is a little bit dangerous for it, especially when it's not my car. I need to get that traction control completely off. Right, so the traction control won't turn completely off unless you press and hold it, I think for 10 seconds from memory. So I'm pressing, there you go, and it bleeps to say it's off now. So it's a bloody nightmare. I love the way this car drives for a lot of reasons. So supercharged power, the power delivery on a supercharger is constant power rather than a turbo. Obviously you get all these late bi-turbo engines now, so turbos come in one after the other, and that's kind of what you want. You want consistent power, and that's exactly what a supercharger does. It's got that engine, it's a big 5 litre V8, so you've got loads of torque, and you've got that gearbox. The back end is lively as anything. It's just, oh my god. This car shouldn't be on the road. It's dangerous. It needs to be on the track. It's all over the place. And it's just a slight touch of the throttle, it's just gone. It's all over the place. Oh my good god. It's just growling at you, constantly growling. Even with these massive back tyres, it's just struggling to keep grip. I just can't deliver the power. Can't do it. What I'll do is I'll pull over here and I'll show you what it looks like on the outside. Now this really is a beautiful car. Oh. Rear wheel drive monster. Bear in mind I drove the R8 last week, and this is a different animal to an R8. R8s, they look good, they're really in your face, but they're four-wheel drive, they're really safe to drive, they're not fiery and lively. This car, people must just disregard them because they're a Jaguar, but you shouldn't do that. This is an absolute monster of a car. Anyway, I was going to get out and show you what it looks like on the outside, so we'll do that, alright? So let's have a little look on the outside. Look at that. This is the 09. I'm pretty sure in 2009, that's when they started putting the 5-litre supercharged engine on it. The ones previous to this were a 4.2 V8 supercharged. They're obviously brilliant. They're the same body, same car, but that 5-litre engine, that's the one you want. Now, this one's got some kind of body kit on it. You can see the splitters and the side skirts. Slightly different to a standard one. I think it might just be a front splitter, but it's a lovely looking car. That big spoiler on the back as well. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'll give you another look inside. That annoying bleeping sound. So you can see the seat adjustments, the dashboard. Look at that. The red stitching everywhere. What a beautiful car. And the seats, they've got this little R badge on the seats. I'm in love with this car, absolutely love it. And the R badge there on the steering wheel. Let me just show you what it sounds like. It rips and pops and bangs. That is phenomenal. So it's over 500 brake horsepower. It's a V8. It's supercharged. It's a rear wheel drive with a dual clutch gearbox, heated steering wheel, sat nav, even got a rear camera, parking sensors at the front. What else? It's got some kind of sound system. Look. Bose and Wilkins sound system, heated steering wheel, air conditioned seats, and it's a monster to drive. So what more could you want? It's even got back seats. Well, kind of. Not loads of leg room in there, but I don't know, you can still fit someone in there. Passenger could put their seat forward. That passenger seat's got loads of leg room there. That seat could go loads forward, and you'd fit yourself another passenger in the back. So a good comparable to like a Porsche 911. A lot cheaper than an Audi R8. It's got seats in the back, big boot, and it's got the performance of anything else. In fact, the performance of probably any supercar on the road. So I think this is a good competitor for a lot of cars. So Jaguar XK is a nice car. It's a coupe, it's a sports car. But the R on the end, that is what makes this car special. That is like AMG in Mercedes. That's like RS in Audi and M in BMW. That R symbolises how special this car is. Now, if you see a Jaguar XK on the road, you probably won't look twice at it. In fact, you probably won't look twice at a Jaguar XKR. But now you will. You'll look at that car and you'll be like, that car is an absolute monster. And the guy driving it is brave. He's very brave. So I've enjoyed it. I love rear-wheel drive cars. I did struggle a little bit with this one, but a wet road with all that power at the rear wheels, it's not really the one. And I am on normal roads. It should really be on a track, this car. It's just not cut out to be on the roads at all. I'm sure Rod, the owner, just leaves it in drive and just knows that he's got a shed load of power there as and when he needs it. But traction control is probably safer left on and just use as an everyday car, which it can definitely be that. That guy's looking at it. Right, let's have a listen. I'm under a tunnel, so everyone's looking at me, but I'm not bothered. So there you go. Thanks, Rod, for letting me borrow your car, mate. I really appreciate it, and thanks Aaron as well for thinking of me. I'm just going to drop it back now. I really enjoyed that, and keep watching for more videos.